changing the the bilge pump switch. So from the 2-way to the 3-way. I've got my 3-way switch here. So manual at the bottom, and then it springs back up, off in the middle, and then automatic. So I just need to take this one out, pop this one in, and then do the wiring for the automatic, because at the minute the wiring is just set up for the manual, running off the old switch. So I'll swap this over now. Right, so now I've finished putting the new switch in. So it just fits in perfectly. It's a different switch, but I couldn't find a 3-way switch in that one. So we've got manual at the bottom, off in the middle, and then automatic on top. So we'll just keep it on that, so if it ever fills up with water, it'll just automatically pump it out. So I just need to sort the wiring out that I've put in there now. So there's a few loose wires around there that just need tidying up so they're not near the drive shaft. And then I need to cable tie these wires back and just neaten it all up a little bit. And the wiring behind here I need to neaten up as well, because it's a bit of a rat's nest at the minute. So I'll sort all that out now. This is where we've moored for the night. There's quite a few boats just round that corner. There's a clearing in the trees, so you can see all over the wetlands. But there's always boats moored up there. It's very rare that you manage to get a spot. So we've just moored a bit further down. We've still got a bit of a view if we stand on this step. So we've moored up between Wigan and Leigh. Moored up near the flashes. The area where we are in Lancashire, we're on the Wigan coalfields, which was a vast coal reserve. One of the reasons why the canal was diverted to Wigan, because of all the coal there for the Industrial Revolution. And as they dug the coal out, they dug that much of it out that the land above it subsided, and it created massive flashes, which are lakes, big ponds, all along this area. The canal bank has all been reinforced and usually built up on the sides, because that all subsided as well, which is why this stretch of the Leeds and Liverpool canal has got a lot of disused locks, because as they raised the canal up, the locks were no longer needed, or they were moved to different locations. So all this area now is a nature reserve. Just found out all the shotguns in the background is this big lake behind us here. Shooting ducks. So this is where I've just been for a walk, which is Lightshaw Meadow. So we're moored here and walked along this path here. This is where they were shooting the ducks, which isn't part of this wetlands area, and it's all private land. A lot of signs along there saying keep out of private land. I couldn't find this path for some reason, so I'll try finding that tomorrow, because it takes you through the wetlands themselves, because I ended up all the way over here. So I'll try and find that tomorrow. So this is the reason why the flashes exist, as they were digging the coal out underneath the ground. Then either during the the time they were digging it out, or when the mines were abandoned, they collapsed and the land above has fell down to fill that void, which is why you've got all the flashes in this area. There's quite a lot of mines in the Wigan and Leigh area, and a lot of them aren't listed on any charts because they're that old. If you buy property in the area, you have to have a mine survey done, otherwise the mortgage company will not lend to you. And this, the Maypole disaster, was just down the road, which was a massive explosion, killed 76 miners, and there's a memorial there as well for the disaster that happened. And Dorothy the engine, which happened at near our old house before we sold it and got the boat. A coal train was going along the track, and there was an old mine shaft there that no one knew about directly underneath the track, and it just disappeared, and it's still down there with the driver because they couldn't get it back out.